man because he sacrifices his health in order to make money. Then he sacrifices money in order to recuperate his health. He is so anxious about the future, he does not enjoy the present. The result being, he does not live in the present or the future. He lives as if he's never going to die, and then dies having never really lived.
Something good, oh something good, oh something good, oh something good tonight. Make me forget about you for now. Before you go, matador, escocada, you're my blood sport, but something good, oh something good, oh something good, oh something good tonight. Make me forget about you for now.
dried out over on the beach. Ritual unions, me, trouble again. I was wondering how the white dress and the mistress and the spirit holding my hand.
in deze Transactief Talk, de 7e van het seizoen. We zijn eind november begonnen met elke dinsdag en donderdag een sessie te organiseren over één of meerdere van onze reizen. En de eerste sessie die ging over onze reis naar Marokko, onze trekking door de Sahara. Een beetje een atypische transactiefreis, omdat we daarbij onze fiets thuis laten. Die reis die gaat door in januari, van 23 tot 31 januari. En er is nog plaats, dus check onze website als je in de winter eventjes naar de zon wil en je fiets even aan de kant wil laten staan. De tweede sessie ging over onze tourski- en splitboardvakanties. Dat zijn 2 weken in maart die we organiseren. Want Haren en ik, wij doen eigenlijk alleen maar dingen die we zelf graag doen. Dus wij buiten het fietsen gaan we ook graag wandelen en skiën. En voilà, we nemen jullie graag mee op tourski-vakantie 2 weken in maart. Ook op onze website beschikbaar. Dan hebben we het ook gehad over de wedstrijden die we faciliteren. Dat zijn reizen met raad en daad vanaf de inschrijving tot en met de uitvoering. We zijn ook ter plaatse op die wedstrijden. En de eerstvolgende die gepland staat is in januari. Dat is de Costa Blanca Bike Race. Ook daar kan je nog voor aanmelden als je zin hebt om eens een nummerbordje op je fiets te hangen en een beetje zon op te doen in de winter. Niet aarzelen, gewoon meegaan. We hebben een sessie gewijd samen met Stoffel en Robbe, die bij ons in de studio zaten, over de reizen dichtbij. Ik ga daar eventjes specifiek onze transfrontalier aanhalen. Dat is een tocht van Kortrijk naar Luik in ons eigen mooie landje. 3 verschillende fietsdagen door 3 verschillende landschappen. Heel mooi om te doen. Die is in mei, van 13 tot 15 mei. Dan hebben we ook een sessie gewijd aan onze reizen iets verder weg, waaronder de Grand Traversée du Massif Central. Dat is een rit op lijn van Millau naar Cap d'Agde in Zuid-Frankrijk. We gaan daar in april naartoe. Ook daar is het al heerlijk warm, terwijl wij hier nog een beetje in de nawinter zitten. Hè. Dus voilà, daar is ook nog plaats voor. Dinsdag ging het over de Once in a Lifetime naar de top van de Kilimanjaro met de mountainbike. We waren toen met Bram aan de praat. Die sessies die ik nu opsom, die kan je allemaal herbeluisteren op ons YouTube-kanaal. We gaan binnenkort de links nog eens delen in een nieuwsbrief en op Facebook, zodat je kan terugkijken als je dingen wil weten. Vanavond gaan we het hebben over onze volgende Once in a Lifetime reis. We nemen je mee naar Nepal. En op 2 verschillende trips. We nemen je mee naar de trip door de Mustang. Dan rijden we van Kathmandu naar het Mustanggebied. En we nemen je mee op een e-bike trip. En dat is dan meer in het oosten van Nepal. Dat gaat ook hier op het scherm komen. Nepal is een langgerekt landje. Ik noem het woord lang, maar het is eigenlijk een heel klein landje. Maar toch gaan we wel wat afstand overbruggen. Goed, vanavond ben ik hier niet alleen. Ik heb Tanguy, die vanuit Nepal live met ons in connectie is. Het is daar 6 uur later dan bij ons, dus het is eigenlijk midden in de nacht. Bedankt Tanguy dat hij voor ons is willen opblijven. Ik ga eens checken of ik hem heb. Nog even vermelden, Nepal is vanuit Brussel bereikbaar met een rechtstreekse vlucht naar Kathmandu en dat is ongeveer 12 uur vliegen. Voilà, ik ga eens mij tot Tanguy richten. Hi, Tanguy.
Namaste, namaste.
Hey,
Namaste.
how are you?
I'm very good. What about you?
Perfect. I'm so glad we can talk together, that the connection is well. I'm so happy.
Yeah, it works well. I can hear you well.
Perfect. So fingers crossed it will keep like this. I'm going to check just with Hara to check if there's no echo on the line. Everybody at home hears as well. No echo, no other weird noises or so. Okay, so good. Tanguy, we're happy to have you. But who are you actually, Tanguy? Can you tell us something about yourself?
I came from France. I'm French, and I'm living in Nepal since 2003. So the idea to come first was to develop the sport and develop the mountain biking and for Nepalese and to Nepal, and after to open to explore a lot of area and to create circuit and to propose it too.
Okay, so were you supposed to stay for so long in Nepal when you first went there?
No, no, I was supposed to stay for 2 months to train. I used to ride for Commensal, and it was just to train for 2 months and in altitude, and yeah, and it lasts a little bit more.
So 2 months became 22 years now.
Yeah, nearly 20 years. Yeah, nearly
Wow.
20 years.
Cool. So you can almost tell you're one of them.
It's a good question. Yeah, I feel at home. Yeah, I feel at home. Yeah.
Cool. We're looking forward to come to your place and to have you as a host. It is no coincidence that we met because we're both sports people and we love to travel. And so from one connection to the other, we suddenly met you. I think we got in touch like 1 year ago or 2 years ago already.
I think 2 years ago. Yeah, I think it
Mhm.
was 2 years ago. Yeah.
So we had some plans before, but then the thing happened, the thing we're not gonna talk about, but we all know. But now we give it another chance. So in November 22. So you're gonna take us, Tanguy, on 2 trips in your country. We first started with one. You proposed us the Mustang trip. It's a trip that goes high up in the mountains, up to more than 4,000 meters. And then there was so much of interest from our people, and we had so much questions. And then we just decided to open up another trip. And then on the second trip, we take e-bikers, and we go more to the east of the country. But first, maybe we can go through the Mustang trip you composed for us and tell us something about the highlights and where we're gonna stay, what we're gonna see, how we're gonna feel, and such. I'm just gonna mention that in the chat, the people at home are looking through YouTube. They can ask questions, so sometimes I will interrupt you when there's a question. And I'm gonna tell something to the people at home also. Dus, dat had ik daarnet nog niet gezegd. Zoals je hoort is het in het Engels te doen. Het was of Engels of Frans, maar we doen het in het Engels. Jullie kunnen vragen stellen in de chatbox en ik zal er dan live op inspelen en die naar Tanguy doorspelen. We gaan proberen om zoveel mogelijk aan bod te laten komen, maar ja, we kunnen natuurlijk niet aan alles denken. Hè? Okay, I just told the people that they can ask questions, Tanguy, but if you feel comfortable, maybe you can take us through the trip and then we're all gonna lay back and enjoy.
Yes, I can describe you a little bit in the highlight in Mustang. What is interesting is we're going to have a lot of diversity during the trip in terms of culture and terrain where we will ride. It will be quite different. It will go from jungle to real jungle to high mountain, totally mineral. And in Tibetan village, so it's totally different atmosphere. So every 2-3 days, we're going to change totally atmosphere.
Wow, that sounds nice. As I read in the program you composed for us, so that we will arrive with a plane in Kathmandu, and then we will stay there some days. So I have some riding around the city.
How it's happening normally? So depending of the time you arrive, the first day normally we just unpack the bike, fix them, and we may have some visiting some temple around the place where we stay, and the second day, so we will be in Kathmandu, and then we will have a warm-up ride in the valley of Kathmandu. So it's quite interesting. We can see how people live and things, and
yeah, because what we should mention that if we go to Nepal, of course it's for the biking because that's what we love in the first place. But of course, and maybe even more when we go to a country like Nepal, of course it's also for the country and the culture. And the great thing about this trip is that we can combine our passion for sports, for biking. We can combine it with our passion for traveling and to meet other cultures. So it's great. You have the good balance between the sport and the culture.
Yes, and anyway, the culture is quite present here. And the thing with our bike, we normally don't go where forcefully where other people go. So we have a good interaction with local people. So no, there's a lot of variety. So it's very interesting culture. So after this warm up in Kathmandu, we will drive to Pokhara, so in the west, and halfway, middle of the way, we will stop where there is a cable car for a temple, very famous temple, Manakamana, the Hindu region. So we will go there. We'll make a down. We will go down, and we will reach Pokhara in the end of the day.
If I'm wrong, correct me, but I read that Pokhara is your home place.
Alors Pokhara is where I spent the first 8 years in Nepal, and it's where I started to have. I have a mountain bike school for kids there, and so it's where I started to when I was in Nepal. Yeah, so I know quite well the place. We'll have one day in Pokhara for biking to explore. So it will be more like jungle atmosphere, and with this beautiful view on the Annapurna, and it's a really beautiful spot. It's close to a lake. And after that, the day after, early morning, we will take a plane, and then we will land in Mustang in Johnson at 2,800 meters high. So it will be totally a different atmosphere too. So it will be quite...
This actually will be like the highlight, literally the highest point of the trip, and the highlight, I'm thinking, in scenery and experience.
Well, it's quite impressive. Huh? It's quite. Even I've been there, I don't know how many times, but every time I go there, I'm like, wow, it's something. And the first day will be very gentle because we will just riding a small hour to reach the village where we will stay, Kakbeni, and we'll stay 2 nights in Kakbeni. And it's very beautiful village. Yeah, so we take time to acclimate to the altitude.
Yeah, because I think it's a question that a lot of people are concerned about. A thing. How about the altitude? How does it feel? Will we be impacted physically, or does it depend from person to person? Or
for altitude, it depends of everybody. Each individual is different, but normally we don't have problem. And 99% of the time, we take our time to ride. We explain to you how to manage your effort in altitude. What you have to drink. You have to drink a lot, and we climb. We don't climb like full speed, like crazy. We take our time to climb, and actually, the second day, the loops, we're going to really to take our time because we're going to reach over 4,000 meters. We're going to go down inside. There's a hidden valley called Lupra Valley, which is really beautiful. And no, we take our time. And in case of something is wrong, we go down. And the thing about the trip, we will not sleep higher than 2,800 meters. So it's important where you sleep, and with the bicycle it's quite easy to go high and quickly down.
Go down again. Okay,
cool.
Quicker,
like we will do by foot, so like that we can really go high in the day and sleep a little bit lower.
Okay, so you told we take a plane to go to Mustang, and somebody in the chat is like, okay, we're gonna take a plane. Can you tell something more about it? How long is the flight? Where do we start? Where do we arrive? What about our bikes? Because the bike go on the plane, or?
No, it's a very small plane. You can speak with the pilot, and it's around. It's not a long flight. It's around 20-25 minute flight, and so we fly only early morning because it's a lot windy. It's a windy valley, so they cannot land after maybe 9-10 o'clock morning. They can't land. So it's quite impressive plane flight.
And what about
the bicycle will go by jeep, actually, by car.
Okay.
We have a jeep, a pickup, and it will be well packed. It will be packed in the same things like when you take the plane, and it will be unpacked. We have staff for doing this. We have there will be 2 professional mechanics with us. And they can arrange everything. It's not a problem.
Okay, I'll speak to Yuka. Yuka, jongen, maak u geen zorgen. We gaan effectief een vliegtuigje nemen, 20 minuutjes vliegen. En onze fiets gaat mee met de camion en dat wordt ingepakt zoals dat hem eigenlijk op de vlieger gaat. Er gaan 2 bike mechanics mee. Allee, ik zit dat hier te vertalen, ik denk dat je het begrepen hebt, maar ik wil jullie nog eens extra geruststellen dat je je totaal geen zorgen moet maken en dat die vlucht van 20 minuten het wel allemaal waard is om natuurlijk in die Mustang-regio te kunnen fietsen. Hè. Voilà. Okay, so we arrived in the Mustang. We talked about the height, the altitude, how to get used to it, the acclimatization. Yeah, and then what happens?
What's happened after this first loop in Mustang? We're going to move to another village for 3 nights. It's called Tinigaron. It's a very small village. So like we will really live inside the village. It's and from that we will have some loops. So we will go really inside the Nilgiri. There's some lake and things. And so we'll have the possibility, we'll go to another plateau where there is a lot of yak living, and it's around 4,200 meters. And the day after, we will go to maybe higher. We'll go to a plateau around 4,200 meters, and if we have more energy and things, we may go higher as we want.
Okay,
And
I hear you saying if we have more energy, then we go up. Does it mean that we can adapt the trip or the days, the length of the trips of the rides to how the group feels? Or so we are 10 bikers. Do we all have to do the same at the same time? How we will be surrounded or taken by hand?
Yeah, yes. So it's very important. The trip is very, very, very flexible. So we have a lot of options every day, and we will be a total of 4 guides. So we can really make 2-3, a small group of 2-3 people.
Okay.
Everybody go at their own pace. After, it's a system of loops. Like I told you, which stays 3 nights in Chini. So it's kind of loops. So we can always make it longer, shorter, adjust. And so it's not like if you don't feel it, there is no more. And if you feel more, there's more.
Okay, cool. That's reassuring. So I understood there are like 4 guides going, accompanying the group.
Yes. So there will be me, and there will be 2 Nepali guys and 1 Nepali girl who is the downhill champion, I think. And so we will be 4, and yeah.
Cool. A female guide, I'm happy because there's most of the time during our bike trips there's not a lot of girls, but we have 1 girl. It's Marjolaine. She's joining us, and there's me. So we will be 3 defending the girl power in the group. I'm happy. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm reading. I have the program in front of me, Tanguy, and I'm reading one day. It's on day 8, the 2nd of December. We follow the track from. It's called Strength in Numbers, and Urge Nepal.
Urge Nepal, yes.
Okay, so it mentions a long climb of 6 hours to reach the top at 4,700.
Yes,
Wow.
if you go until 4,700, yes, it's around this. Yeah, it's around 6 hours. Yeah.
And how should we see the climb of 6 hours? How would that go?
Yeah, it's good. On this climb, actually, most of it you can do it on the bicycle, and there is just one spot we will have to carry for 20 minutes.
Okay.
And other things, it's on the bicycle or pushing. After all the other climb are made on the bicycle, and when there will be a pushing or carrying, it can happen, but it's never something that will be long. It will be the longest one is this one of 20 minutes, and other one will be maybe 3-4 minutes, and one time is 10 minutes one, but it's quite.
But it will all be worth it, because afterwards there's waiting the best descent of my life, according to Nicolas Vouillon.
Nicolas Vouillon's, yeah. And it's a really beautiful trail, yeah.
Okay.
But we may have fun better actually. The day after is maybe even better.
Even better.
but we didn't know it at this time.
Okay.
So yeah. And after on the technicity of the trail, because not everybody, I guess, will have the same level in downhill in technical trail. So same, we can really adapt. We will have different options. It's possible at a moment like the trail is little bit over technical maybe, but if it's happen, it will not be long. It will be just few minutes, you know. And to reach an option that will be really much more accessible.
Okay.
Yeah, we really have option. We really have option. Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, nice. There is a question from Anne. How about the weather? What should we expect? What should we be wearing? How cold or how warm would it be? You're talking about lakes. Can we have a swim in the lakes, or what will it be
Yeah.
like?
Yes. Alors, the weather is a good question. It's not something always sure 100%. But normally at this time it's quite warm. You will ride mostly in shirt and t-shirt even at 4,000 meter altitude. But we never know. So you always have, in case of something happen, something warm. But at this time normally should be quite sunny the day. So on the top, for sure, we put a wind stopper on something.
Yeah.
And only the evening, the night will be a little bit chilly. So you need to have something warm for the night in mountain and for the evening. But the day, no, it should be really warm.
So we see you with a head. So it will be around the same period. So we should bring a head for the nights.
Yeah. I am at 2,000. I'm living at 2,800 meters. So, but I just came by walk from my friend just now, and I ride all the day in t-shirt. And,
Okay, cool. That's nice. So during the day, it's t-shirt weather, except from the highest points where you can use a wind jacket to protect from the wind, and then in the nights you should cover for the cold. Sounds feasible. Sounds nice.
The day normally, no. After Mustang is quite windy, so you need to have a wind stopper and jacket, something, and be ready in case of to have something a little bit warm. We never know. But normally it should be quite warm. Yeah.
Cool,
Better.
oké. Dus we gaan ook voor dat we jullie dus meenemen naar deze trip, gaan we elkaar ook een paar keer zien en gaan we jullie ook echt meenemen en een aangepaste paklijst bezorgen, zodat je u eigenlijk ook wel perfect kunt voorbereiden en voorhand weet wat je moet meebrengen. Ik denk zo aan een slaapzak en al die dingen, een donsjasje, een muts voor 's avonds. Dat zijn allemaal dingen waar je misschien in de eerste plaats niet aan denkt, maar toch wel op zo'n trip zeker nodig zijn. Maar daar zijn wij dus voor, om jullie daar gedurende het jaar dat nu voor ons ligt, om jullie daarop mee te nemen op die voorbereiding. Oké, Tanguy. So, you said even more and better descents after day 8. I can read, we have a picnic at the lake. It will be short sleeves. And can we have a swim in the lake?
Yeah, actually you can swim inside, yeah. And yes, you can swim inside, yeah.
And I imagine we can take time during the day to stop at the lake and to do so.
Oui, totally, yeah, totally. Even all during the riding, if you want to stop for like photo and things, because we are many guides, so we go at our own pace. And some people like to do a lot of photos, some they don't. And so it's not a problem. We joined on some points, some things.
Cool. Okay. So we have more questions. It's practical things like, do we need vaccination to go to travel to Nepal? How about hygiene in the hostels? Where are we gonna sleep? Is it in open air? Is it in tents? Can you tell something more about the practical side?
We don't need any vaccine for Nepal, but except these new things of COVID. But out of that, no, we don't need any vaccine. Alors, after concerning the accommodation, it's quite nice, all Kathmandu and Pokhara. And in mountain, it's more simple, but it's still really nice. And you still have how do you say?
Hot shower.
Well, there's hot shower every day. And only in Tini, when we spend the 3 days, there's hot shower, but it's a little bit more simple, but super clean. And all the other places are quite nice. Yeah.
Okay, so because I read we will stay also at people's places. Is it
Yeah, in
literally
Tinigaon.
in their home, or how should we imagine that?
In Tinigaon, is it the home? So the family live here, and they have 5, 6 room, and it's very simple but very clean, and really nice hospitality, and yeah, it's a really nice place. It's a lovely place to stay.
Ah, okay, nice. There's another question about what we should wear. Do we need like protection, more enduro style, knee or arm protection, or
But me, I always think about knee pad is not really a problem for pedaling and things. It's quite light and things, so I like to ride with knee pads and going down. But this is really personal things if you are not used to. But yeah, for me, it doesn't disturb me even for pedaling. So
okay. So it's a nice to have to bring some light ones that you can put in your backpack and then take out
yeah,
and put on when you go down.
yeah. But I recommend people in general, but after it's personal choice.
Yeah.
I recommend knee pad.
Is there a sleeping bag needed, Tanguy, for this? Should we bring a sleeping bag, or is there like a
No,
nice
there
one?
there is blanket and things in where we will stay. Now, if you have a light, what we say, sac à viande en français.
It's a liner. It's ja.
Liner,
Een
something like
linnenzak. Dat kunnen we wel een keer tonen, Tony. Zo'n linnenzak. Dat is eigenlijk gewoon een laken dat toegenaaid is in de vorm van een slaapzak. En dat is altijd wel prettig om dat voor jezelf mee te hebben. Okay, yeah, I just translated or explained, Tanguy. But of course, we understood there is no sleeping bag needed. Everything is arranged. We will be warm and nice and cozy in the nights. Okay.
Yeah, it will be no need of blanket. There is blanket.
Okay, cool. Okay, maybe we continue the program of the Mustang tour, and then we will talk more about the e-bike tour.
Yes, sure.
I think we were in the Kalagandi River. We had a picnic at the lake on the 3rd of December on day 9.
Oh, yes. And so we will go back for the last night in Tinigaon, in the village. And from that, we will move to Kalopani, so it's a village below. So we're going to follow the Kalikandagi River. And so this day, it's a different option. So it can be quite easy or quite more difficult. And so it will be a different atmosphere. So we'll be more in pine forest and very close to the Dalogiri. And we will be from the Napurna from the other side. Yeah. So we'll spend 2 nights in Kalopani.
Okay, nice. And as you say, it's again different scenery. It's more pine forest, and it's again different from what we saw before.
Yeah, totally different.
Okay.
Totally.
Cool.
So we'll have 2 nights there. So there will be. So we will reach Kalopani, and after we'll do a loops around Kalopani. So we will go to a plateau where there's a lot of yak living, and it's around 3,000. Don't remember exactly. 3,200 meters, I think, and it's really beautiful view too. On the Dalogiri, it's quite impressive. The view and the spot, it's really impressive. And then we will go down, and after we will give you some option or to go to 2 small lakes who are quite remote, and or to make something more easy around, depending of the mood. And after we'll have our last days from Kalopani, we're going to go down a lot with the highest gorge in the world, actually. And we will reach a spot called Beni. So this day we will go down something like more than 2,000 meters down. And from Beni, we'll have a van that will drive us back to Pokhara.
Okay, okay. And then, if I understand it well, we don't fly back to Kathmandu. It's all by it's with a van.
Is with
Uh,
a van. If people want to fly back individually, a choice is possible.
okay, okay. But I think we'll stay with the group, and maybe we do some part by bike, and then the other part we will do by bus in the way back.
The last day, if you want, yeah, we can arrange something like this. We can ride and be picked up and on the van and then drive back. This
Okay.
is possible to do.
I understand it's all very flexible. There's some days of the program we didn't mention the distance and the number of elevation. It's all because it's all flexible and we can play on the day itself.
Yes, it's for this reason too. It's for two reasons. So this reason because it's flexible, and second reason I prefer speak about time. That the time it takes, like the distance, or because with the altitude, the condition, sometimes it doesn't mean the 20 kilometers or 40 kilometers doesn't have at all the same meaning.
Mhm.
So it's more question of time to see,
Okay, yeah, that's clear. Okay, there's another question about the food, Tanguy. What should we imagine?
But
when
the
we
food,
begin?
but I'm French, so I like to eat well. So we're going to eat well. So Kathmandu, Pokhara, so then we have the choice. And in mountain, it will be more simple, but it will be dal bhat, and we try to eat quite traditional.
And what
And
should how should
we
we imagine the typical or the authentic food?
There's lots. They like rice. They like rice, lentil soup, some vegetable,
Mhm.
and some the hand bread. After they have like dumpling too, kind of
Mhm.
we call momo. It's
It's
kind of.
spicy in general.
Alors the food, yes, Nepali food is spicy, but we can ask for less spice if it's a problem. If
Mhm.
anybody after have his own diet, he can let us know, and
Okay.
then we can arrange. And yeah, but we eat well, huh? We eat quite well, I think. So.
Okay. Cool. 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 We have a
Personally, I'm
question.
vegetarian, but you can eat meat. It's not a problem.
Okay. So everybody should just tell us their allergies or their preferences and.
Yes, that is good if we know it in
Mhm, mhm,
advance.
mhm.
And even if it's in the food for any problem, you can't.
We
We
have the
arrange.
experience with bikers in general. They just love to eat all kind of food and to try new things. So I'm quite confident that they will like the food we serve them.
Normally, people are quite happy with the food. Yeah, no. We like to eat well. So.
Cool. Mhm. There's a question from Pascal. Hi, Pascal. She asks whether she can take a partner or a friend who doesn't bike. She can take somebody at the same trip.
Yes, if we know it in advance, yes. Yeah,
Mhm.
we can arrange if we know a little bit the interest of the person, what the person is interested in it and things. Yeah. If we know
Mhm.
it in advance, we can
Ja,
arrange.
I propose that I'm going to tell in Dutch. Als jullie personen kennen of graag iemand meenemen die dus niet fietst, stuur ons dat door. En effectief, zoals Tanguy zegt, een beetje uitleg over wat die de persoon graag heeft. Wil die dicht bij de fietsgroep blijven en dan ook het programma volgen? Wil die andere dingen zien in het land? Laat ons dat gewoon even weten. En dan stellen we een alternatief programma samen. Het woord van de reis is eigenlijk flexibel. Flexibel en genieten op alle vlakken. Dus voilà. Okay, so Tanguy, I think we should we can move to the e-bike trip. It's only 1 week ago we decided to offer an e-bike trip. We will move from the more western part from Nepal, if I understood well, to the more eastern part of Kathmandu, Kathmandu and Nepal. And of course, e-bikes we cannot take them on a flight. So you have some bikes at our disposal. There are 10 e-bikes you rent. It's included in the price. It's the Scott e-bikes with the 500 watt accu battery. So it's very nice bikes, and we're gonna do like a different program than the Mustang trip, if I understood well.
Yes, is correct. So the combo is totally at the opposite nearly in Nepal. He's from Mustang,
Mm-hmm.
and is where I live actually. And so it will be very different actually. So there's a lot of how you say so combo. How you to describe it? It's a lot of monastery. It's a big Buddhist. Actually, the Buddhism in Nepal have developed from this area. So there's a lot of monastery. It's very rich in culture too at this level. So the idea we'll have one day to warm up in Kathmandu, and then we will drive and we will go straight to inside the Solkombu. So in our base called Faplu, is at 2,500 meters, right?
I'm gonna go back to a question in the chat. It's about the Mustang trip. It's about the altitude. We talked about it earlier, so maybe I can just tell Peter. He asks if there is a lot of chance to have the height, the illness of the height. But as you said before, we take the time for acclimatization. We do it all very slow and easy. You correct me if I'm wrong, Tanguy, but we don't sleep higher than 2,500 meters. So we go up and we come down immediately again. So there is of course, it's different from person to person, but the chance of the altitude illness is very, very low, and because of the how do you say, the slowliness of the trip and the acclimatization time we take.
Yeah, is it correct? Yeah, Mustang will be 2,800 meters where we'll sleep, and but yeah.
Oké, Peter, laat maar even weten of dat duidelijk was. Dan kunnen we daar op aftoetsen. Oh, ik zie dat er heel veel gechat is ondertussen. We kunnen dus elke dag opsplitsen. Ja, voilà. Annulatiemogelijkheid in de corona-shit. Is dat nog, als de corona-shit nog van toepassing is? Ja, sowieso werken we met een voorschot van €500. En het is pas 2 maanden op voorhand dat het saldo wordt verwacht. Tegen die tijd gaan we natuurlijk een beter zicht hebben over hoe alles met de corona verandert. Hè. Ik zie dat Harre daar ook al heeft op geantwoord. Ja, zeker en vast. Neem een annulatieverzekering. Ook een reisbijstandsverzekering voor zo'n trip. Laat niets van het toeval over. Spreek daarover met uw verzekeringsmakelaar. Wij zijn een reisbureau en reisbureaus zijn niet gemachtigd om verzekeringen te verkopen. Dus daarvoor kunnen wij u niet helpen. Verwijzen wij door naar uw verzekeringsmakelaar. Voilà. Goed, fietsombouw. Ah ja, Paul. Oké, dat is even een gespreksje tussenin. Goed, dus Peter, het hoogteziekte vraagstuk is beantwoord, denk ik. Oké, Tanguy. I just explained more. I answered some questions in the chat.
Okay.
So we're back at the e-bike trip. Maybe it's important to mention also that we offer it because there was a lot of questions of people who wanted to join us with an e-bike. So that's why we, of course, we proposed it. And the number of bikes is limited, so we can only take 10 bikers with the group. I think it's also important to mention. Okay. Can you tell us more about the program?
Okay, so we will reach. So we have the first day to warm up in Kathmandu. So that will be the same day like the warm up for Mustang. And then we will drive one day with a beautiful drive. Sonekosi River will follow, and we will reach. It's a long drive, but it's quite beautiful. It will take 8-9 hours.
Okay, by bus we make the drive?
No, we will have a private jeep. It's like a vehicle, and but the road condition is good, and for Nepal, and and we will reach Faplu. So it's a small village just below from where I live. So it was quite famous village because it's where Edmond Hillary were living. Edmond Hillary is the first climber of Mount Everest.
Wow, okay. I think it's good to explain because some people don't.
He chose to live in Nepal for 10, 20 years, something after that in his life, and he was living in this village.
Cool, okay.
And so we will spend, after the first 2 days, we will make loops around. So basically we will go to some hill around 3,500 meters, 400 meters. And then you can see all the Himalaya from them, the Everest. So that is the Everest area. So, and so same, we will design the loops in function of the people, because we have so many options. And after that, the day after, we will go to a monastery, Chuang Monastery. So we will climb with a bike. It's around, maybe I would say, 2 hours. And it's impressive because it's inside the cliff. And so we will spend time in the monastery. Maybe we will have lunch with the monks, and incredible view. Huh? And then we will go down to Faplu, to our village, and then we will drive maybe 2 hours to another village called Patale. It's at 3,000 meters. Then we will sleep there. And then what I want to do is to go with the e-bike to climb around 3,000, 700-800 meters to climb with the e-bike. So it will take around, I will say, 3 hours from there. And we will leave the e-bike and we will walk 2 hours to a base camp, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to do that because the view is just amazing.
Okay,
So
wow.
and early morning we will go to a peak.
Okay,
And now you can see all the chain of the Himalaya.
wow.
And we will go down to pick up the e-bike, and we will go down to another village called Gora. And we will not go with the e-bike because the downhill will be quite. It will be all just carried.
Okay, okay, I see.
So I think we will enjoy it more by a walk than. Then we will reach Gora. It's a very remote village, and we will spend the night there. And then the day after, we will reach back again Faplu, our first base. With very comfortable. It's extremely comfortable. It's a very nice hotel. But it's not really an hotel, but it's like a very luxurious house. And it will be a mix in Mustang. So we will have really comfortable and luxury, and sometimes we will have more simple things, like maybe we will have a night
Follow
in a
us
monastery.
in this epic journey through the lush green plains in
we
the
will
south.
quite simple.
Yeah.
They will have contrast in they will have 2-3 nights really basic, simple, and other one will be really comfortable.
Nice, nice. I think we're all open to all this kind of different styles of accommodation and landscapes and impressions. That's cool. I'd like to say that I think it's already clear to the people that both of the trips are completely different. So if maybe somebody likes to combine the both trips, it's completely possible, because we are like ending the first trip, the Mustang trip, at the 8th of December, and the 8th is the time the other people from the e-bike tour will arrive. So if somebody's got plenty of time and he wants to do something crazy, just stay the 2 periods, and then you can see both sides of the country. Actually, that's what Hare and me are gonna do it. So, but it's open to everybody.
Yeah, it's totally different. Actually, it's very different. Nepal is a big variety, yeah. And even one area we not go, we more close to India. It's like elephant, rhinos, and it's very different. a lot of contrast in Nepal.
Okay, so will we be seeing wildlife on our trip?
Yes and no. Yes, we will see. We will see some for sure. But not rhinos and elephant. Will not be in the same area.
Okay.
We'll be close to, but not.
we should stay 1 week more to move to that area and to see the wildlife. That's an idea.
No, even if people after the first trip in Mustang who solo who want to have 2-3 days and go more like safari things, not maybe especially with a bike, that we can they can just let us know and we can arrange.
Okay, cool, nice. Is there something specific about the e-bike trip you wanna add, Tanguy?
No, it's going to be interesting because it will be our first e-bike trip.
Okay.
So even for us, it's going to be really interesting. And same, it's going to be extremely flexible. And we're going really to arrange the loops by a little bit with the rider.
It will be the same principle. So we will be a group of 10 people, and then there will be also 4 guides, and we can just split up and be flexible with make smaller.
It will be the same. Yeah, it will be the same. Yeah. And yeah.
Okay.
So I think we will be. There will be 10 riders. I think 10 people. I think we will be 3 guides. Yeah.
Okay, great. You tell us it's the first time you do the e-bike trip. Well, we love to be pioneers with Transactief, and we have very adventurous people who join us who like to be the first to try something. So that's cool.
I think it will be the first e-bike trip in Nepal because nobody is doing it. So
so I think everybody should grab the chance and join us.
Same in Solo Kombu, people, because we didn't speak about yoga, but I like a lot yoga. You practice yoga yourself, Sarah. So that we will have the possibility to do for both trip evening. And if people are really interested in Buddhism and things, that they just let us know because we really have the connection here with the monastery and with some lama. So there's possibility to develop more in Solo Kombu.
Yeah, that's a nice thing that can complete the trip. As you say, I'm really open to that, and I think a lot of people they like to try after a day in a saddle. It's a good relaxation and to strengthen the muscles. Paul is asking a question about the sizes of the bikes. Yeah, as Harda mentioned, it's medium and large. So
medium and large, and I may have some small, but but not bigger than large.
Okay. Okay, Tanguy. I think we've gone through the highlights. People asked questions.
Maybe I think in Mustang, most of the people come with a hand bike, I think. So speaking, so we will know before which bike you have. So, and for the spare parts, rear hanger, because it's specific to the frame. And after all the other things, we may have even spare here.
I'm gonna tell this I'm gonna tell this in Dutch. Dus Tanguy gaat ons op voorhand vragen met welke fietsen jullie rijden. Aan de fiets kan hij ook zo een beetje het type rijder herkennen. En iets wat bij ons natuurlijk ook altijd op de paklijst staat, dat is een derailleurhanger, hè? Een pad. Neem dat alsjeblieft mee. Bestel het nu als je dat nog niet hebt. Dat is onvermijdelijk. Als dat breekt, dan is het fietsen gedaan. Hè? Dus voilà, bij deze er nog eens ingehamerd. Ik stel voor, we hebben een WhatsApp-groepje gemaakt hè, voor de 2 trips al. Geef even in dat groepje misschien het type van uw fiets door. Dan kunnen we Tanguy al op de hoogte brengen. Zo beginnen we al op voorhand wat informatie te verzamelen. Hè. Voilà. Tanguy, is there something more you like to add? Or are you as much as us looking forward to the trip?
Yeah, sure. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be nice. And if you have any question anytime during, because it's going to be nearly in 1 year, so but just don't hesitate to ask and things. And
Okay, I told the guys or people at home that we made a WhatsApp group with all the bikers who are subscribed till now. So we will add you in the group, and then if they have questions specifically for you, we can you can follow the discussion. There is a question: what bike do you recommend? Do you recommend the fully full suspension?
I recommend the bike you like to ride, actually. And yeah, I ride a lot of hardtail, but full suspension, it's I will say it's the first things that will come in mind. But hardtail is fine. It's ride the bike you are comfortable with, and maybe in case of tire, don't come with something too light in tire, maybe, because Mustang is quite mineral, so there's some rock. And
Oké. Oké, is dat duidelijk? Spooky? Spooky, ja, ik denk dat dat een bijnaam is, maar Gemodo, kennen wij u? Daar ben ik al benieuwd achter. Okay, Tanguy, then I think we can bring this session to an end. I'll give the last... yes, Joeko die vraagt of er nog op GPS wordt gereden. Het is gewoon tussen haakjes de gids volgen. Ja, het is omdat er ook op het moment zelf wordt ingespeeld en veranderd. Dan is het gewoon de gids volgen. Dus dat is een keer free of mind, gewoon volgen. Dat is lekker leuk, hè. Okay, so now for real, Tanguy, I'm gonna say goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. Bonne nuit.
Oui, voilà. Merci. Thanks for being up in the middle of the night. I think it's about 2 o'clock with you.
Yeah, something like that. 1:40.
I hope you don't have to go up early in the morning tomorrow.
No. I think I plan biking not before 10, so it's okay. 10, 11.
Okay, cool. I'd like to mention, Tanguy, that it is you. We shared a movie about riding in Nepal, and I'd like to mention to the people at home, it's you riding that bike in that movie. I think we will show it later again. So, but now, guys, you know that Tanguy is really like a very good biker, so to say. Okay, thanks for being here, Tanguy. Thanks for being our host in next year. And of course, we will speak in the meantime. Eh?
Okay.
Cheers.
Ciao.
Bye. Oké, goed. Voilà, dat was Tanguy. Wij vinden dat zelf een super toffe mens. Voilà, ik hoop dat jullie daar ook een goed gevoel bij hebben. Hij is dus echt onze gastheer Ginder. Hè. Dus alles ligt in zijn handen. Harren en ik, wij gaan natuurlijk mee. Wij zijn daar ook voor ondersteuning, maar in de eerste plaats is het Tanguy die de reis leidt. Hè. Voilà. Ik kijk nog even in de chat. De laatste keer, ik zou zeggen, laatste kans om vragen te stellen. Maar natuurlijk niet de laatste kans, want we hebben de WhatsApp-groep. We zijn sowieso bereikbaar via alle kanalen. Wat ik misschien nog wel wil vermelden, is dat de Mustang-trip eigenlijk al vol zit. Dus de trip van 22 november tot 8 december, die zit vol. Maar wil je graag mee, aarzel niet, zet u op de wachtlijst en dan hebben wij een idee van de interesse. En dan kunnen we zien of we eventueel een tweede trip, Mustang-trip openen of niet. Maar als je dus goesting hebt om mee te gaan, of als iemand uitvalt of dit of dat, zet u alsjeblieft op die wachtlijst als je mee wil gaan. Dat kan gewoon via de website, via het evenement. En, pardon, voor de e-bike trip zijn er nog 5 e-bikes ter plaatse beschikbaar. Dus ook daar aarzel niet. Zorg dat je een van die 5 e-bikes hebt. Hè, en dan kun je mee met ons op deze toch wel onvergetelijke trip in wording. Hè. Voilà. Ik ga nog 1 dingetje zeggen. Je ziet ze nu niet in beeld, maar we hebben 2 van die tussen haakjes onnozele gadgets. Die komen uit China. Ze noemen Smirl. En ze staan bij ons in een bureau. En soms doen we hier een vreugdedansje en soms huilen we eventjes. En dat is namelijk als er iemand ons begint te volgen op Instagram of op Facebook, dan doen we een dansje. Want wij zien dat live veranderen. Als er iemand thuis ons nog niet volgt op een van beide kanalen, druk nu op dat duimpje en dan zien we dat hier veranderen en kunnen we een dansje doen. En als iemand ons ontvolgt, ja, dan huilen we eventjes in stilte. Maar goed. Voilà, ik hoop dat jullie genoten hebben van deze sessie. Ik vond het zelf super tof en ik heb al ongelooflijk veel goesting om te vertrekken. Ik kan niet wachten, jammer dat het nog een jaar gaat duren. Anderzijds ook gelukkig dat het nog een jaar gaat duren. Zo kan er nog heel veel versoepelen en zo kunnen we nog trainen en alles wat je wilt. Elkaar nog zien en andere leuke dingen samen doen. Maar voilà, dat was het wat mij betreft. We gaan nog even afscheid nemen met een filmpje en we zien elkaar binnenkort. Hè. We hoeven niet tot Nepal te wachten om elkaar terug te zien. Hè. Laat dat duidelijk zijn. Voilà, dag allemaal. Tot volgende keer. We hebben een volger erbij op Instagram. Feestje! En nog een. Dubbel feest. Voilà, we gaan in een drinken vanavond.
Then he sacrifices money in order to recuperate his health. He's so anxious about the future, he does not enjoy the present. The result being, he does not live in the present or the future. He lives as if he's never going to die, and then dies having never really lived.
Something good. Oh, something good. Oh, something good. Oh, something good tonight. Make me forget about you for now. Get high, hit the floor before you go. Matador, Escocada, your mind, let's go. But something good, oh, something good, oh, something good. Oh, something good tonight, make me forget about you for now. Something good. Oh, something good tonight. Make me forget about you for now.
Ritual unions got me in trouble again. I was wondering of a white dress and a mistress and a spirit holding my hand. Love's sinking in the sand, petals falling on demand. My feet are running like the wind. I'm sorry, boy, that we sin. Love is not like they say. I lied, it's hard to make it stay. I drown my feelings in the sea, then dried out over on the beach. Ritual unions got me in trouble again. I was wondering how the white dress and the mistress and the spirit holding my hand. Father, tell
It occurred to me that the greatest value of our bikes is that they lead us to deeper inquiry. They carry us to new places